There was frantic activity in the Corbett pit as Makhekaneni headed for his. It was likely that the Toyota Dealer 400 would be won in the pits.
Okay, all right.
We're having a duel like you don't know.
Everything fine?
My drivers make me a bit nervous, but anyway, we're going cool. I've had to clap him a few times, but everything's going under control. Everything's fine. We're looking forward to getting back here. In about 3 hours' time, we'll be back for some beers.
Makhekaneni and Carolyn now had the overall lead, while in the Corbett pit, there appeared to be much work still to be done.
Well, we broke a back CV boot. Obviously something hooked it while we were on the track, but we've just lost the lead to a tongue now. He's about 35 seconds in front of us now. We had a minute on him when we came into the pit, but we've lost that and are steadily losing more time. So a lot to make up in the next loop, but hopefully we can do it.
Cronje and Schroeder were already long gone when Cox and Pitchford arrived in the pits.
Yeah, we've broken a rear prop shaft, so for the last 60 k's we haven't had four-wheel drive, only front-wheel drive, but we're lucky we're here, and you know, our main aim now is just to get points today and then go out hopefully the last race. So we need the points. You know, after 5 wins, after 5 wins, we need just to finish the next 2 races.
Yep. Okay, one.
There was a hive of activity around the Piazza Musso Toyota.
Power steering pumps failed. Right front drive shafts failed. That's about it. 2.7.
Okay, leave it. Back and plug it, let's go.
How's it going, you need?
Yeah, we got.
Go.
Yeah. Bye.
Gavin Cronje had lost the Class E lead and would have to work hard to get back up front.
We had electrical fire and been running quite hot with the engine temperature. So we've had to conserve it a little bit, made it back to the pits, so they're just busy bypassing the fan, and we should be fine.
With just over 100 kilometres remaining, Janelle de Villiers and Francois Jordan were still in the lead in the proudly South African Nissan hardbody, but being chased relentlessly by teammates Hannes Grobler and Richard Leek. Neil Woolridge and Ken Scholthammer had settled into a comfortable 3rd place in the Team Ford Racing Ranger, with their only hope of improving their position being if one of the Nissans faltered. Enjoy the ride. Special Vehicle Championship leaders Atang Makhekaneni and Bucks Carolyn were in a class of their own, while Mark Cronje and Chris Birkin were headed, barring any problems, for another top 5 finish and the Class D win in the Castrol Toyota Hilux 2.7i. Manfred Schroeder and Jack Peckham battled along without a clutch on the Team Ford Racing Ranger. Repairs to the torn CV boot on the Century Property Developments bat cost Mark Corbett and Jean Moore 12 minutes, while Gavin Cronje and Robin Houghton had regained the Class E lead in the Castrol Toyota Hilux 2.7i. Teammates Zane Pierce and Henny Foster were second in Class E, but their run would soon come to an end when the back diff broke. Clint Gibson and Mike Brown lost time when they picked up 2 punches on the Presidium Financial Services bat on the first lap, but a consistent drive saw them move up to 3rd in the special vehicle category. They had to remove the roof panel to cure an overheating problem on the Audi V8 powered machine. Klerksdorp businessmen Hein Krobler and Gerard Prinsloo were fourth in Class T, with the GBS Racing Nissan Hardbody performing better than it had done for some time. Whatever the outcome of the remaining two races, Henry Zamatin and Bodo Schwegler had already secured third place in the Class D Championship in the Mastercraft PlayStation Pajero. The Weifelds lost time when the plug wires and the accelerator cable came loose on the Bosel N1 4x4 Toyota Hilux. Hugo and Jaap de Bruin had adopted a cautious approach in the Castrol Toyota Hilux 2.7i because they only need to finish to win the Class E Championship for the second time, while Paolo Piazza Musso and Rod Herring were on a mission to make up for some of the 20 minutes they had lost in the pits. Ger Juster is one of the leading competitors in the Northern Regions Championship, who is trying his hand at national championship competition in the Atlas Copco Sandmaster. Frikkie Botha and Blackie Swash had dropped down the order after the clutch on the Procoat Jimco failed 100 kilometers into the second lap of the race. Petersburg-based brothers Yuri and Andre Duplessis in the BB Auto Nissan Hardbody were headed for third in Class E, while brother Arnold and co-driver George Baker were forced to retire on lap 2 when the front diff seized on the BB Auto Nissan Hardbody. Class E winners on the Mafeking 500, Chris Visser and Jaapie Badenhorst, had all manner of problems on the Tyco Trucks Toyota Hilux 2.7i, but would make it to the finish, as would a struggling Alfie Cox and Ralph Pitchford in the Arnold Chatscars Nissan Hardbody. Giel Nel picked up his customary puncture per event on the Look ATE Truggy and twice survived the mountain pass that decimated the Class B field on lap 1 to grab the Class B lead, while Hartswater-based JP Augustine and Rulaf van Heerden limped home with broken rear springs and only rear-wheel drive on the GBS Racing Nissan Hardbody. Swaziland-based John Thompson and Clinton McNamara were the only other Class B crew left in the special vehicle category and having a great time in the Mormon Zarko Light. Class S contenders Alberts and Hunter retired, which handed the lead to Archie Rutherford and Evan Hutchinson in the Ruthcon Raceco. With less than 3 kilometers to go, the overall and Class T leaders were Janelle de Villiers and Francois Jordan in the proudly South African Nissan Hardbody, who had opened up a 3.5-minute lead on Hannes Grobler and Richard Leek after they picked up a puncture in the closing stages of the Toyota Dealer 400. The ABSA Off-Road Championship would definitely be going down to the wire with de Villiers and Jordan, the new production vehicle championship leaders, by a mere 2 points over their teammates.
It was a good race for us. I think we had an advantage with the dust because it was very difficult to pass out there. We had one place where we wrong slotted and Hannes nearly got past, but we managed to slip in front of him and keep it to the end. It was just important to miss all the rocks. But we did that, and I'm very happy that we could get a win.
Sam did a brilliant job of organising this route with all the organisers. It was something of everything. It was rocky terrain, and it was very, very well marked. I think maybe the best that I've experienced this whole year. And we're very glad, and I just want to thank the team for the effort they've put into making it a success.
Neil Woolridge and Ken Scholthammer were on their way to a well-earned third place in the Team Ford Racing Ranger and a chance to still clinch the championship at the Carnival City 400 on the 19th and 20th of November.
great car. It's just we just need a little bit more power, and then we could really stay with him. But it's a good car, nothing wrong with it. You didn't have to get out the car all day. Nice run.
The Special Vehicle Championship was within Atang Mahekaneni and Bix Carolyn's grasp. The Total Jimco had not missed a beat all day, and the happiest man in the pits was crew chief Jace Singh. The Motswana was about to realize a lifelong dream, and for Carolyn, it would be his third title as co-driver.
Our partnership has been immeasurable. He's been a good mentor, he's been a good guide, he's been all the way there with me. He's talked to me every meter of the race, and that is something that every driver in the Class TAs or wherever in the sport needs. Without a navigator, chances of doing well or finishing a race in a good position are very, very slim. Professional navigators go unseen, but they're quite intricate. They're probably as good or if not better than the drivers.
To the guys who organised this race, it was absolutely awesome. We had a wonderful time. It was really a technical race. If you drove too fast, you can speak to the guys who will give you the post-mortems, but I really enjoyed it, and it was an absolutely awesome event, and Atang drove exactly to instructions. We had a game plan before we started this morning. We stuck to the game plan, and it went 100% according to schedule, so I'm thrilled.
A maiden Class D win for Mark Cronje and Chris Birkin in the Castrol Toyota Hilux 2.7i.
I'm absolutely ecstatic. It's the first one this year. So we had a really good run last year, and coming into the new season, hoping that we'd pick up some early points. And yeah, we didn't have a great season, but it looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Alfie sounds like Alfie's out. So now the points are close again. So off we go to Carnival.
And a maiden Class E win too for brother Gavin and co-driver Robin Houghton in the Castrol Toyota Hilux 2.7i.
We worked quite hard for it. We started off quite good, had a small mishap, lost 4 places, quite a bit of time, and then worked back at it and passed the leader with about 100 k's to go. We could really just cruise to the finish.
Mr. Consistency, Giel Nel, was up to his usual tricks, start slow and finish first, which he has used to good effect over the years and which has seen him win the Class B championship a number of times.
Now it's down to the line again. Carnival City will now decide who's going to be the Class B champion again, by the looks of it.
It was a weekend of maiden class wins, with Archie Rutherford and Evan Hutchinson claiming theirs in the Class S Rootcon Raceco.
At last, it's been a long time coming. We had lots of problems in the past, but today everything went well. Smooth run, no problems. Evan next to me, calling well. What more could you ask for?
24 of the 55 starters made it to the finish of a tough Toyota Dealer 400, of which 16 were in the production vehicle category. Nissan dominated in Class T, while Toyota took home the laurels in Class D and E. Only 8 special vehicles finished the event, with Class A vehicles occupying the top 5 places, and Class B entries filling 6th and 7th place. Mahekaneni and Carolyn have wrapped up the Special Vehicle Championship with 1 race to go.